Today on Joe's Geek Show, we're going to be talking about Justice League Last Ride, issue number 1. What's going on, and welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics. And if you're new and like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing. And with that, Chip Zdarsky on a Justice League book? Okay, let's check that out. Written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Miguel Mendonca, colors by Enrica Angiolini, and letters by In-World Design. And this issue begins with a sequence of Superman's exploits of saving people, with a narration by Lois Lane, who is actually talking to Clark back at the Fortress of Solitude as she stresses her concern for how hard he's been working, offering him any assistance. Clark, however, claims he's fine, but Lois isn't satisfied, yet the two go to sleep. Clark then has a dream where he fails to save people and awakens in a cold sweat. He then hears a series of beeps and gets up to find it's his Justice League communicator. He heads to the watchtower to find the Flash and Wonder Woman already present before Batman shows up and begins assessing why they're even there at all, as he wasn't even alerted to any threats, which prompts a negative response from Superman, clearly agitated with the Dark Knight. The head of John Stewart is then projected, telling the Justice League to meet him by the entrance. They arrive and find John, Jessica, and Kilowog with Lobo as their prisoner. They explain that Lobo is to stand trial before the United Planets and needs to be protected. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash naturally question why them specifically when Hal Jordan arrives, further explaining that he intends to rebuild the Green Lantern Corps with Earth's moon as the new Oa. However, he needs to prove to the United Planets that they're up for the task, and protecting Lobo until his trial is the way to do it. This would also mean that Earth would have Green Lanterns en masse protecting it. Batman refuses to be a part of it and storms off, returning to Gotham where he finds Mr. Freeze holding up with the museum. Batman quickly comes crashing through the ceiling, but Superbrand intervenes and stops Mr. Freeze, which leads them back to the Batcave where Superman explains that Bruce's strategic mind is needed to accomplish this task. Superman begs Batman to put his obstinance to the side and help them, reminding the Dark Knight that he was the one responsible for the death of John Jones. Batman then responds that in order to protect Lobo, they need to go back to Apocalypse. And definitely an interesting book. And kind of bleak. To think that we're experiencing a world where the Justice League have disbanded, where there was a crisis that ended in the death of the Martian Manhunter, and as Superman said, is all Batman's fault. Which explains why the Man of Steel is so cross with the Dark Knight. Which, of course, the question in my head goes, what happened exactly? What was the plan that resulted in the death of John Jones? And, oh yeah, Lobo killed all of the new gods. Because I will say, Lobo is a pretty powerful character, but even I gotta ask, how did he manage that? And now the heroes gotta protect him? I sense things are about to go sideways, much like Sideways. And because of everything, Zdarsky definitely gets 2 big brownie points from me. Hey guys, for one, he's got me asking questions about this story, and I want answers. And 2, Alfred's alive. Yep, I will take my favorite butler back, thank you, because if there's one thing that we all know should never happen, never. With Alfred. The art also serves its purpose fairly well and has quite a few iconic shots throughout, primarily involving the world's finest. Because that one shot of Batman coming through the ceiling of the museum to fight Mr. Freeze was mwah. I want that as a poster. But it also kind of reminded me of something. Must be that Zdarsky humor coming out. Or it was unintentional. I don't know. Either way, in the back of my mind, it gave me a chuckle. Still a cool shot though. I also really dig that shot of Superman inside of the Batcave where the shadows have him like partially blocked off on the side and filled in. So much to the point that his Superman S is almost split in half, where one side is red and yellow, the more traditional style, and also the other half is red and black, which felt very reminiscent of the Worlds at War story, or rather the end of the Worlds at War story, where Superman removes the yellow from his Superman shield and puts black in instead to honor those lives that were lost. And with the undertones of the crisis that apparently had happened and the alluding to more people are most likely dead, it feels very appropriate. Now, I might be reading a little too much into the imagery, but that's just the feeling that I got from it. The only real issue that I had with the art specifically was just in the Superman nightmare sequence where he's holding the Daily Planet globe, and there's this shot where it almost looks like all of the fat in his stomach and waist and thighs and maybe his internal organs just shifted upward into his lats and ribs. Other than that, it's functional artwork. So as a whole, Chip Zdarsky has written probably the best single-issue Justice League book I've read in quite a while. I mean, Scott Snyder started off great, but then he kind of let me down, and Brian Michael Bendis is on the main Justice League book. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. I just hope that Zdarsky can keep this momentum going forward and keep me interested in this book. With that, I'm going to score Justice League Last Ride, issue number 1, an 8 out of 10. So Justice League Last Ride, issue number 1, what did you think about this book? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you'd smash that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.